For the award of the Graduate Certificate of Engineering Science in Information Technology, Juang Shu. Pro-Chancellor, I present to you for the award of the Graduate Diploma in Information Technology, Shu Shir Li. In Information Technology and Database Systems, Junming Lin. Pro-Chancellor, I present to you for the award of the degree of Master of Biomedical Engineering, Meng Fei Zhao. Sayantani Das. Jun Liang. Alice Chien Kung Pong. For the award of the degrees of Bachelor of Engineering in Bioinformatics with Honours Class 2 Division 1 and Master of Biomedical Engineering, Joseph Copty. In Chemical Engineering with Honours Class 2 Division 1 and Master of Biomedical Engineering, Paul Shihua Li. Romana Tomic. With Honours Class 1 and Master of Biomedical Engineering, Rajan Chandrasekaran. Pesila Udaya Bhadra Ratnayaka. Riknam Sidhu. In Computer Engineering with Honours Class 2 Division 2 and Master of Biomedical Engineering, Anthony Michael Youssef. In Mechanical Engineering and Master of Biomedical Engineering, Elizabeth Johanna van Niekerk. With Honours Class 2 Division 1 and Master of Biomedical Engineering, Peng Cheng. Jason Chia. Stephen Ewan. With Honours Class 1 and Master of Biomedical Engineering, Miriam Florence Elijah. Charles Harry Finch. Che An Lim. Ryan Adam Savitz. Vivian Yan Hung Wong. In Mechatronic Engineering with Honours Class 2 Division 2 and Master of Biomedical Engineering, Faith Chen. John Liu. With Honours Class 2 Division 1 and Master of Biomedical Engineering, Alexander Tin Yao Yu. With Honours Class 1 and Master of Biomedical Engineering, Dylan Dit Earn Chan. James Anthony Cornwall. Wilson K.H. Fung. William Wenfeng Lim. Rena Louise Resurrection. Justin Wong. For the award of the degree of Master of Engineering Science in Information Technology, Syed Muhammad Javed Karim Gardazi. Alexander Eduardo Nevsky Rincon. For the award of the degree of Master of Engineering Science Extension in Geoinformation Technology, Chi-Chi Yuan. In Information Technology, Mohammed Umar Farouk. Mi Yuan Zhou. For the award of the degree of Master of Information Technology, Ahmed Sarosh Ali. Harish Kishan Ananta Narayanan. Ali Reza Ansari Holosu. Alex Yu Chun Chung. Vin Bao Dang. Babak Darashter. Yi Hang Deng. Jin Woo Vivian Wilson Fernandez. Mani Gazamzada. Pradeep Sekhar Gunasekaran. Chian Long He. Hua Chiang Huang. Ri Xin Huang. Bahar Hodayan. Dong Bak Kim. Jiang Li. Xin Xin Li. Shu Lin. Jiaqi Liu. Yang Liu. Lian Ma. Xin Fang Ma. Anup Jayesh Mehta. Saeed Mirzai. Arnav Patra. Giancarlo Piva. Rong Sun. Shu Ai Sun. Jun Tan. An Ping Wang. Peter Wong. Shi Yuan Yao. Liang Zhao. Bei Jia Zhang. Jin Zhang. Pro-Chancellor, I present to you for the award of the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Biomedical Engineering for a thesis entitled Polyurethane Nanocomposites as Potential Drug Delivery Systems, Johnson Xiang Yu Chung. And for a thesis entitled Detection of Sleep Disordered Breathing and Respiratory Changes Related to Impending Decompensation of Cardiac Failure, Rachel Coxon. And for a thesis entitled Elicitation of Retinal Neural Circuitry with Vision Prosthetic Devices, David Tsai. For the award of the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Computer Science and Engineering for a thesis entitled Representation and Selection of Quality Attribute Techniques for Software Development Process, Yin Kia Chiam. And for a thesis entitled Exploiting Concept Clumping for Learning in Adaptive Personal Assistance, Alfred Shevitsky. And for a thesis entitled An Architecture-Based Approach to Interfacing a Market-Based Model in Trust-Based Service Systems, Suranapi Pumvitasan. And for a thesis entitled end-to-end video adaptation using frame rate optimisation and TCP-friendly rate control, Li Shen Evan Tan. And for a thesis entitled Online Elections in Terra Australis, Roland Wen. And for a thesis entitled Online and Unsupervised Learning for Codebook-Based Visual Recognition, Jia Shu. And for a thesis entitled A Resource-Oriented Architecture for Business Process Systems, Shi Wei Shu.
The occasional address this evening is to be delivered by Miss Marita Cheng. While she's still a university student, Marita has demonstrated vision, leadership and determination and is dedicated to encouraging young women to consider a career in engineering. She founded RoboGals Global in 2008 as a response to the traditionally low levels of participation by women in engineering and technology, of which University of New South Wales is proud to say we are a strong supporter. RoboGals is an international student-run organisation introducing young women to engineering and technology by using fun and educational activities to teach schoolgirls about engineering and the difference that engineers can make in our lives. RoboGals have run robotics workshops and spoken to over 3,000 girls across 80 schools in Australia and now have chapters in 17 universities, mostly in Australia and the UK. The University of New South Wales chapter is currently 170 members strong and in 2010 won the award for Most Girls Taught and in 2011 won the award for Most Integrity. Marita's own career path includes studying mechatronics, engineering and computer science at the University of Melbourne. In January-February 2012, Marita travelled overseas on the Nancy Fairfax Churchill Fellowship to learn from other organisations similar to RoboGals. A former panellist on the ABC TV's New Inventors program, Marita plans to start a robotics company in the future, creating robots that will take care of many everyday and mundane tasks. You're probably aware that on Australia Day this year, Marita was named Young Australian of the Year. Ladies and gentlemen, Marita Cheng.
Pro-Chancellor, Associate Dean Academic, members of academic staff, family, friends, and most importantly, the graduating class of 2011. I am deeply honoured and humbled that you have invited me here today to be part of such a seminal moment in your lives. I'm also so delighted to be here because, as the Pro-Chancellor mentioned, my organisation RoboGals Global has a chapter here, and so I have many friends who have graduated from UNSW or are still studying here or graduated today, like Stephanie Sandoval and Faith Chen. I'm also especially humbled to be here today because you are all graduating from degrees in bioinformatics, computer science and engineering, information technology, software engineering, and biomedical engineering. And I'm still a university student at my bachelor's level studying mechatronics engineering and computer science at the University of Melbourne. I find it ironic that I've been asked to speak at your graduation because I'm hardly a model student, but luckily, I'm speaking to all of you after you've completed your course, so nothing that I say can cause you to get bad grades. Today, you are graduating from one of the finest engineering schools in this country, and I'm really glad that you chose to do engineering because it's a really great degree and it gives you a great toolkit for the rest of your life in problem solving, critical thinking, and time management. I almost didn't do engineering. Growing up in Cairns, far north Queensland, we didn't hear much about engineering. Going through high school, the only thing I knew about engineering was that you needed to know maths and science for it. Fortunately, when I was in year 12, I saw a notice in the school newsletter that invited year 11 and 12 kids to go down to Brisbane for 4 days to learn about engineering. My mum is really supportive of me doing anything that's academic, and so a few weeks later, I found my way to Brisbane and attending the Engineering Link project. At the Engineering Link project, over 4 days, I learnt about 4 different disciplines of engineering. I also learnt that there's no set career path with it, and that you can work on interesting and world-changing projects. For example, I learnt that you could do a mechanical engineering degree for 4 years, and then if you decided that you wanted to work in mining engineering, all you'd have to do was do an extra year and you could get your mining engineering degree as well. It sounded really exciting to me that I wouldn't know where I would be in 10 years' time, and that I could take my engineering degree with me and do so many things. My mum thought that I should study medicine, though, because it leads to a really prestigious, stable, and well-paying job as a doctor. And it has a really clear career path where you study at uni, do a residency, and then become a doctor. And then you study some more, and you become a specialist. So in December, just after I finished year 12, I went down to Melbourne to do an interview for medicine at Monash. At the interview, they gave me a scenario they told me to react to. John's parents wanted him to study law, but he wanted to do history. What should John do? I sat there and squirmed uncomfortably in my seat. They had found out that I was a fake. And so I said, John should study history because that's what his passion is. The interview ended there, and as soon as I was outside, I called my mum and I said, I'm doing engineering, and that's that. Now, I can't give you any advice about your engineering career moving forward from here, as all of you are a step ahead of me in that regard. But what I will do is share a few things that I have learnt so far in my short life that have led me to do the things that I do, and that have led me to this year being named the Young Australian of the Year. And that is, have big dreams, take risks, and don't worry about failure. So continuing the story that I have just told you, the reason I started RoboGirls is actually quite simple. There were 3 girls, including me, out of my class of 200 students who decided to go on and study engineering at university straight out of high school. Despite this, I thought that because Cairns is such a small and remote place,